Hello everyone, I am back. This is Deborah Gunn. I'm here to talk about being self-unemployed and the art of being self-unemployed. In my last session I talked about finding the unique you. And I went into the fact that we are all unique individuals. I am unique, my husband, my daughter, my friends, my family, everybody that you run across on the street and at work, we are all unique. We may have similarities on how we do things, but when you get to the internal person of who they are unique, and there's only one of them. In the last session, I had given you a little bit of a homework to do, and it's to find the unique you, and a couple ways to do that. One, I wanted you to observe your family and friends and affirm them in what you saw that was unique in their life. What was it that they could do so easily without effort that was a gift to the world or to the others and to you? And if you saw that, did you comment on it? Did you give them that feedback and say, hey, I never noticed, but you're really good at listening? Or you really have a lot of patience when you work with the children's homework at night? Or you're really good running the PTA? Or you're really good at keeping the board calm? You're a great leader, and this is how you do it. All of these things are things that we could pick up when we're just looking and affirming other people what they do well. On the flip side of that, I had asked you to ask some of your friends or your family, what is it that you do well? What is it that they see you do that is so unique or special or a gift that you offer to the world? And again, I mentioned in the last series that sometimes our gifts are so close to us that we think, well, can everybody do this? No, not everybody can do that. So, did you ask for affirmation? Did you ask somebody? I asked a friend of mine, and actually I took my own advice. Sometimes we don't do that. I was kind of having a bad day. Not bad, but just low energy. And I was talking to my friend, and she kind of picked up on it, which is a gift. And I just said, I'm just not feeling it tonight. And so I asked her, I said, why am I special? She was like, oh my gosh, I really have to answer that? I said, tonight you do. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. And she just, let me write you an email and I'll be right back. So she wrote an email. I have the email and I printed it out. And she has 10 or so items on this email. And it was, these aren't things like you can sing, you can play the piano, or you can garden. It is that I love with all my heart. I'm honest always. She writes under that, when things are not right in your heart, you confront, you listen, and you forgive. I like the forgiveness. I love the love. You always see joy in things. And she writes down that we can laugh about certain things. You are always strong for your family, even if you're not strong for yourself. And she picked up on that I wasn't feeling strong for myself when I was talking to her on the phone. She says, I give my time and my help and my love, even when I have struggles of my own. So these are things that she's seeing in me. I have faith in God. God shines through. She says, no explanation needed. That I laugh so much that I cry. Yes, I do. There's nothing better than a heartier laugh. My gift of friendship and sisterhood is forever. I do cherish those things very, very much. I give gifts for no occasion. So I guess gifts. Oh, I had bought her an Elvis mug. She loves Elvis. I said, oh, it's a big, huge mug like this. It was more like a soup bowl with a handle. And I said she could use it as a pencil holder on her desk. Words are not always necessary to communicate. In the last thing I said, a smile. A smile is a gift to the world. Just a simple smile is a gift. You speak your mind, but think with your heart. She says, no explanation needed. Perhaps I need to think about that one. That's a gift. That's the gift. So I need to think. And she said, I was made by God. If the big guy made you and placed you in my life, I have to think he knows what he was doing, and it is good. So this here is an email that I keep. I have it. I saved it in my folder in my inbox, so I can't lose it. And you know, sometimes we need to bring these out while you're so special. I also have a big folder full of thank you cards that I've received through the years when I've done presentations, or I've done what I call one-on-ones when I talk to somebody and do coaching, and just sometimes listen, and we're just having a cup of coffee. I'll get a thank you card, or somebody in the audience said, you know, it really touched me when you hit on this point or something. You know, I keep those. That's kind of about like a path of where I've been. So I took my own advice. Where have you been affirmed? Did you do that homework? If not, I really urge you to, because sometimes our bucket feels empty and we need to have our bucket full. And I have my email here from Tony. So the unique you. Did you observe gifts or something special in others and affirm them in that? And I wanted you to do the other side, to ask somebody to affirm you. What is it that you do so well? Because we don't recognize it. Now I'm going to go right into another set of homework. There's going to be 3 things here. 1, what gives you energy? What is it that when you sit down that you say, oh, I get to do this? Some people love to research on the internet that just goes from one to the next to the next to the next. My dad, what gave him energy? Well, other than he was a very analytical, smart guy, he read the encyclopedia, A to Z. That gave him energy. So, what gives you energy? And then the next thing is, what zaps your energy? Yeah, what zaps your energy? For me to sit down and read the encyclopedia from A to Z, I'd have never made it. I'd have gotten through maybe Apple. I just would not have been in that mindset to read the encyclopedia. We know things that we're not good at just because we get tired and it zaps our energy. And the third question is, what is your favorite thing to do? So what is your favorite thing to do? And describe in your words how it makes you feel when you do that. So this is part of the process of becoming artfully unemployed. You need to know what gives you energy, you need to know what zaps your energy, and you need to know what's your favorite thing to do, and how does that give you energy. And I want you to really, think about it, describe that in detail. Because you're going to need to know these things, because, they say, oh my gosh, people say, I could never be self-unemployed or, self-employed, because I don't have the motivation to get up and to sit at my desk and do whatever I have to do. Somebody would have to tell me I have to go punch a clock. Maybe the reason for that is because the project or the business that they took on does not give them energy. But if you find something that really motivates you, you don't have to worry about being motivated to come up and sit in front of the computer or do what you need to do, or make your phone calls, or go out and see clients, or do the research. Because if that's your zone, then that's where you need to look to be self-unemployed. So it's finding the right fit for you. You could go out there and look at, there's many franchises, there's many network marketings, there's many companies out there that are looking for consultants if you want to be a consultant. But if you don't like paperwork, then you need to acknowledge that and maybe hire somebody to do the paperwork. But if you love networking, go out and network. If that's what really gives you energy. I love to network. That's one of my things. I'm up, I go visit, I have 3 appointments, 4 appointments a day, and I'm on the phone. I love that interchange with people. So I would look for something that gets me in front of people, gets me in front of an audience. For some people, getting in front of an audience, they'd rather die. So, question number 1, what gives you energy? Number 2, acknowledge what zaps your energy. And 3, what is your favorite thing to do? Describe in detail how that feels when you're doing it. Because there's going to be some things out of there, or you could break down that activity to say, if I could do this and make a business out of it, or if I could do that and kind of grow it a little bit, or I really like this piece, but I would need help over here, there's resources that you can get to help you do that. So again, I'm still trying to give you some ideas and questions, and I want you to brainstorm to find the unique you. I know that's homework in and of itself, but that's what it is. And that's what I have for now. I'm going to come back. We're going to keep building on this. But homework from last time, always, and it's just not something you stop and you say it's done. You should always be looking and affirming others and what they do well. Because the more you learn about other people, you learn about yourself. Because then you can say, oh, I could never do that. That might be something that zaps your energy, but you admire another person when they do. So always affirm others and their gifts. Be looking for ways that you get affirmation. I got it from an email. I just had to ask for it. I have a folder full of thank you cards because sometimes, you know, my bucket can be a little half full. And I need, oh yes, okay. So always do that. The homework this time, what gives you energy, write them down, or whatever method you learn, tape recorder, just acknowledge it, go through the process. 2, what zaps your energy, and 3, what is your favorite thing to do, and describe in detail why it's your favorite thing and how you feel when you're doing it. So until next time, thank you and God bless.